Welcome back, Truth Seeker. I want to cover a few more headlines from Friday, October 25th that I didn't get to yesterday in my live streams or my videos. Again, you can always follow my website, GematriaEffectNews. These were posted there yesterday. But one of them was Beyonce having an event for Kamala Harris for the upcoming 2024 election. And they chose to do this the night of Game 1 of the World Series, which is interesting because Beyonce's husband, Jay-Z, is a big Yankees fan. And, of course, the Yankees lost in very dramatic fashion. The first walk-off grand slam in World Series history for the Dodgers over the Yankees in the bottom of the 10th, as the Dodgers win it 6-3 just days after Fernando Valenzuela dies at age 63, when, of course, in Gematria, Major League Baseball equals 63. But this was the 120th World Series. And notice, Beyonce in Gematria equates to 120. She's got to say, what are the odds they could have this campaign event on so many different dates? But it just happened to be the night of Game 1 of the 120th World Series. And again, Beyonce has that connection to the Yankees through Jay-Z. But also noteworthy, Kamala Harris has the gematria of 112 like Houston. That's where the event was. Big event in Houston with one of the biggest stars on the world scene. And it's a reminder that Kamala's mother died right when Obama became president on the 11th day of the second month, the Vatican's birthday in 2009. Of course, the Vatican, those Jesuits serve the Vatican, and the Jesuits operate in 112 countries. You might recall on July 22nd, one day after Biden passed the torch to Kamala, Beyonce gave Kamala the song Freedom. Freedom has that gematria of 123, also like Kamala. Again, if you're new here, gematria is based on the alphabetic order forwards and backwards, so Kamala also has the 123 connection. The day prior, July 21st, when Biden passed the torch to Kamala, was 123 days after Willie Brown's birthday. Again, Kamala began dating Willie Brown when he was 60, when she was in her 20s, and now she just turned 60 just in time for the 60th presidential election, running against Donald Trump, whose name equals 60, whose ex-wife fell down the stairs and died. July 14, 2022, exactly 60 weeks into the first Jesuitic nation year. That was the same day he said he'd run in the upcoming election, which is the 60th. But yeah, here's a picture from the not-too-distant past. Jay-Z in his Yankees fitted next to Beyonce at a Houston Rockets game. Again, she's from the Houston area. I'm sure you guys all remember when she put out the Icy Park clothing line the week Houston froze over on Valentine's Day, something we predicted months in advance. Unfortunately, it was all foretold through the Public Enemy album, What You Gonna Do When the Grid Goes Down. But yeah, this baseball ritual with the 120th World Series. Remember, in Gematria, baseball equals 54. 54 outs in a game. That's how old Jay-Z is right now as well. Jay-Z born the same day that Fred Hampton was killed. Fred Hampton, the Black Panther. Kamala Harris her father, Donald J. Harris, came up with Huey P. Newton, the founder of the Black Panthers. He died young in history at 47 on August 22nd. That's part of the reason Kamala spoke at the DNC, running to be number 47 on August 22nd, the anniversary of Huey P. Newton's death. Again, trying to be number 47, speaking on his death anniversary at 47, in light of politics and sports and entertainment all being scripted together. This past weekend, Sunday, was Kamala's 60th birthday. The team in D.C., the Commanders, beat down the Panthers. The score was 40-7, 47 points. Always tributes with the Panthers football team and the Black Panthers, as we've been documenting for a long time. Recall when Cam Newton lost to the Broncos in the Super Bowl in the Bay Area where the Panthers were founded. Beyonce performed at halftime, and she dressed up as a Black Panther and was criticized. We told you in week 3 of that season why the Broncos would beat the Panthers in the Super Bowl, why Von Miller, number 58, would be the MVP of the game, and why there'd be a Black Panther tribute. Had all those things called in week 3. USA Today wrote their hit piece on me. The rest is history. We've been doing it ever since. We were doing it even before that, really, but USA Today helped put us on the map with the hate article, and they haven't done any follow-up since, even though all we've been doing is landing predictions and showing how scripted the whole world is. But I just wanted to remind you how these cast of characters all come together, and the Black Panther connection, because it's there with Beyonce, it's there with Jay-Z, getting born the day that Fred Hampton was killed in Chicago. It's one big family affair, so... We'll leave it there for now, True Seeker. Or, actually, we won't. Hold on, I gotta hit the other stories, too. Hold on. Everyone cares about their celebrity ones, but yes, Israel did attack Iran on the day leaving 67 days left in the year. Again, 67, fateful number, deadly number. The word killer is 67. Human sacrifice, 67. Blood sacrifice, 67. Satanic, 67. Remember the phrase, the synagogue of Satan equals 223, like Philadelphia also equals 223. The letters written to the Church of Philadelphia about the synagogue of Satan. We talked about when Netanyahu came back into power on December 29, 2022, how it signaled there'd be a big war starting in Israel in 2023, a lot like 223. And we were dead on about that. We said it would happen right around when Yale turns 322 years old, and the war started 2 days before Yale turned 322 years old. But yeah, just a heads up, today's Saturday, the day I'm making this video, the day after the attack. It's now exactly 55 weeks since the war began on October 7th, 2023. Remember, military equates to 55, so does Satan. And there's a lot of parallels between this war and the one in Ukraine. And the one in Ukraine officially started on February 24th of 2022, the 55th day of the year. If you don't know about those parallels between the two wars, we've covered a lot. Go through past videos. That war's in ancient Khazaria, where Ashkenazis come from. But yeah, just all kinds of killing and satanic numbers on the strike on Iran yesterday. And remember, the Iran was overthrown by the CIA in the 50s. That nation wasn't ever given back. It's essentially a boogeyman puppet state. Also in the headlines yesterday, Phil Lesh passed of the Grateful Dead. And it's interesting, his passing, because he died on the day leaving 67 days left in the year. Grateful Dead, 67. Yesterday in the headlines was the arrest of Lil Durk. It happened the night before, but it was in the news yesterday, the day leaving 67 days left in the year, and it was for the death of a man named, off the top of my head, I forget his first name, but his last name was Robinson, and again, the arrest came on the anniversary of Jackie Robinson's death. But as we talked about yesterday in the video, the gentleman who died with the Robinson last name, his name equaled 67 in Gematria, like blood sacrifice, like human sacrifice. We talked about how the day he was killed, August 19th, 2022, the Dodgers, Jackie's team, beat the Florida team, the Marlins, and gave them their 67th loss. How these things come full circle, how sports, news, entertainment, how it's all scripted together day after day. There's more examples. But yeah, Phil Lesh of the Grateful Dead, dead on the day, leaving 67 days left in the year. You can see how all those numbers go together. Fits right in with what they're doing in Israel. Big destructive war killing ritual. And in light of this being the day of Game 1 of the World Series, we saw how they did the DJ Clark Kent dirty, who's also known for wearing the Yankee fitted, who has connections with Jay-Z. They got him in the World Series ritual. They got Rudy May in the World Series ritual. Phil Lesh, who's dead for the Grateful Dead, his name equals 89, like Los Angeles, California, like Los Angeles Dodgers. And small way, Phil Lesh equals 37, like Los Angeles, like Yankees. And he did die at 84, and in Game 1, the Dodgers improved to 8-4. In the postseason. And they are trying, that was a typo about my thing. They became 8-4 in the postseason this year, winning Game 1 of the World Series. Like he died at 84. And then I did put out a video on this yesterday, DJ Clark Kent. I talked about before the game how this man was dead at 57 in the initial headlines, and you look at his Wikipedia, he was still 57, like World Series equals 57. And I told people to watch out for Ohtani's fourth at bat in Game 1 because it would be his 57th plate appearance in postseason history, the World Series number. And I think they blew the script. He had a nice hit, and he ended up tying up the game in the 8th. He ended up getting to third base on his hit. But I think it was supposed to go out of the park. It hit off the top of the wall. And then Mookie Betts drove him in the next at bat. But I do think that was a blown script. I think that was supposed to be a home run. So that was his big at bat, though, the 57th. And again, right after the death of Clark Kent, Superman. See how they do it, you guys? Entertainment, scripted sports. Again, DJ Clark Kent dead 26 days after his birthday. DJ Clark Kent equals 109-37 like Los Angeles. Dodgers came into the World Series with 105 wins on the year. After winning Game 1, they got 106. You got to win 4 games to win it all. So 105 plus 4 is what? And again, his birth name, Rodolfo Franklin, 80, like Yankees. See how it all connects in the 4-base ciphers? Alphabetic order, reverse alphabetic order in both orders of numerology. He's dead 26 days after his birthday. Earlier in the day, Ruby May's dead at 80. Just, same stuff over and over. The Superman, 54 forwards and backwards like baseball, like Jesuit order, like Jay-Z, who also wears the fitted. Same age. Jay-Z came up on the coattails of Foxy Brown. This is the cousin of Foxy Brown. Yeah, just in case you missed the Rudy May thing. And we covered that yesterday as well. Dead at 80, and now it's right before the game. Yankees and Rudy May both 37, like Los Angeles. His career began in 65. He died 98 days after his birthday, or on the 99th day of his age. Yankees beat Atlanta in 99. He's from Coffeyville, going with this 120th World Series. They beat the Padres in 98. Just paying tribute to past World Series. Rudolph May, 52. Dodgers got to 5-2 at home yesterday. California, 52. Dodgers trying to win the 52nd World Series for the National League, which began one day after the 52nd death anniversary of Jackie Robinson. Same night, Robinson had the big touchdown on Thursday Night Football, dropping the Vikings to 5-2. You might have noticed last night, too, the Lakers got the win over the Thunder like we thought they would. LeBron has all the beast connections. Durant stayed on 666 regular season wins, but look at the box score of the Lakers-Suns game last night. 239 points, the 52nd prime. That killing of Lil Durk, or the killing Lil Durk's connected to, you go back and look, the night of that killing, the Florida team stayed on 52 wins versus the Dodgers. But yeah, Rudolph May Jr., his full name is also 161, like Los Angeles, like the subway exit for Yankee Stadium's 161st Street. So, yeah, little catch up on things you might have missed yesterday. Again, thank everyone who hits the like and the share. And until next time.